Hey, we're here to give you feedback on your run. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to DM me or Mauvu directly or ping us in your RIP thread. So Emerald, we have the full seed availability here. Okay. Mini feedback here. You should just be able to tell where this chunk is pretty quick. Like after this, there's only so many, it's just obviously this chunk.
Yeah,
After you
it's either
get
that chunk or a ship.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, well, no, it is just this chunk by how wide his scans are. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
or like a coastal ship in that chunk. I see what you're saying. Never mind. Um, Either way, you need to be going into not thin macro, like just how you normally see, so that way you can orient yourself to 9-9 or any of the 9 chord, because right now you're at no, I guess you are on 9. But you're also not on the 9 that I'd expect you to be. It's you're at 6-3. You're at five. How am I trying to explain it? You can see that you're in block 513, right? You end up getting to 9, but all the way. How am I trying to explain it? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Um,
No, I know what I'm
it's
trying
like
to say. When you're heading this way, right? You want to orient yourself to whatever block is on your x. No, this is z. This is your z axis, right?
the left to right is x-axis. So
Oh no, yeah, you're right. So your x axis here, you want this number to be 9 as you're diving into the chunk, so that way you can see abnormalities easier. So for example, if we get here and you're oriented into this block being 9, you just see this immediately instead of taking a second to float, losing air.
I'm very interested if they share the sheet.
I'd imagine, or not. Sheer sheep.
Okay,
It's just free.
yeah. If you really want to be like weird about it, I guess you could just burn like the pigs like without a
No,
weapon. But
you
that
don't.
seems bad.
You don't need to do that at all. Just shearing
Yeah,
sheep there is correct because it's you can just craft a blaze
yeah,
bed
100.
here, um, and just also have wool. There's no guarantee that the bastion gives you enough wool.
I think on the way to this tree, I would have liked them to take the fish out of the hotbar to enable cleaner crafting, and so that the boat and the doors just automatically put on the hotbar.
True. We are both gonna nitpick this a little bit harder just because this is sub 10. But yeah.
Yeah,
But between not hits,
they
sprint jumps, you can just put something into your offhand or hotkey it into your inventory.
yeah, you
Especially
open
since
inventory
this is
without warning,
kind of an
and then
obvious, you have this one and then you just have this one as well.
yeah,
You can pre-craft a sword here as well, by the way. I I'm a huge proponent for swords, and you're definitely starting to reach a skill level where learning proper use of swords is just going to help you. Yes, doors.
so I mean most of this island leave has been good, but we should have gone to a tree that was on the way to this magma ravine instead of choosing the second tree we went to there. We already knew exactly where the enter was. We should have gone to one of these two oak trees, I think.
Mhm.
Even though the leaves are a little bit high, the time loss of like losing like 1 second to mining the leaves is not as much as like the fully like overlapped movement, I think.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna I'm gonna be
looks like we're
depressed.
forgetting.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't
But
you.
yeah, we're forgetting.
Dude, it's
Oh, it's 2 for 2 on Flynn.
I guess. He's gonna craft it again, watch. No, he's not. He realizes the
It's
mistake. This is good. Beautiful. Um, this could just be like
So
I
I'm
don't
assuming we just missed our like we
flip.
tried to jump but mistimed it. 'Cause, like maybe we were going for a boat jump. That's the only thing I can like
No, because if
justify.
it was no, if it was a boat jump, he'd like switch midair.
Yeah, that's what's like confusing me.
Yeah, no, like this should just be like pretty brainless and like kind of confident, just like hop up here and like just hop on this even and then just extend your boat out. Like you don't even have
Yeah,
to drag click. This is just such free boat movement, actually.
can you see the fortress?
Okay, this is also something that I harp on, like all of the even top runners that I work with. You're taking way, way, way too much damage pre-Bastion. So I was working with Loki last night, and this is one of the things that like Loki just did like without really thinking about it. But he very rarely like enters a bastion without being on full health. The reason for that is it's actually kind of difficult to die in a bastion, right? Because you need a lot of hits to actually kill a player. However, when you're entering that at half HP, all of a sudden that's not that hard to kill a player at that point, especially in housing. However, like all of this like pre-bastion damage is just preventable. Like this is a movement error, -4 hearts. I guess this guy's like kind of unlucky, but even then it's just like you see him coming.
Well, it's just a it's like a result of not using F5 much. Like when we were pillaring up there wasn't really anything to be doing other than like trying to scout the ahead terrain and like well like you definitely like given that we didn't see them, the damage wasn't preventable, but I feel like you should have seen
No, it is
that had the
preventable. Like the damage here is
well you
preventable
could like
because of F5. Like
yeah. But yeah,
F5
given
here
that
is
you
just
don't
good.
third person, yeah.
And then even
Yeah,
this
if
is
you
just like a reflex thing. Like you just see
yeah,
this
you just
guy and
punch
then
him
start immediately like spam clicking. And then this just doesn't happen. Like we're
and
just
that's what
down
minus one
six
and a half.
hearts. We're just down 6 hearts because we're not like paying attention to how we're moving. And now we're also gonna eat a salmon instead of cod, which I mean, I guess for HP reasons is fine. Like you heal 4.5 from a cod, or sorry, from a salmon. But still, I'm just not happy about it. Nice, cool.
So we should have uh waited around to try and punch a pig there. Because there's like at least two of those guys were just line of sight aggro, then you're going to lose them. Like like that crossbow guy, I think at least.
Yeah. Well, especially because I don't know if you caught this, but his crossbow just gets enchanted all of a sudden. He picks that up. Like
Oh,
he's inspecting it right now. Oh, I guess he's not inspecting it, but still, like you just like punch the dude, and then you're fine. Like Mauvu was saying.
okay. This is just a unsafe way to loot this chest. I think it's better if I just send like a clip of me showing how you should loot this safely.
Yeah. Also, like you should just actually loot the chest. Like you just
Yeah,
get armor here, and that's it. Like you don't have to go back to this chest anymore. Like these dudes are pathfinding right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inputs, which you can definitely beat these guys with. Throw this gold more to the right, so that way all of the trades are just in this like flat part. So that way you don't have to go up here as well. Or since you're not doing that, oh, never mind. The pig just got collided. Fast hole is no longer a thing. It's just way worse now. And I know it's gonna feel like, but they're crowding the hole. They're not going to. Trust me. Like it's not. It's actually like way freer than you think it is. It looks uncomfortable, but it's not if you practice it. Oh, are we on peaceful? Oops, that's not what I wanted. No, we're on easy. Cool. No crossing?
just to go back to what Titanium said about looting the chest, if we'd already looted that chest, instead of wasting the like 5 or so seconds we spent going back to it, we could have broken out the back of housing, sent a pearl hang, and then also pre-crafted the bed. Um, instead of just going back here. Like
35. It's 7 seconds, really.
yeah, like when we don't break out the back. I mean, it just comes down to like awareness of the seed. Like you could clearly see it was open out back when approaching the bastion,
Well, even then,
and you know the fortress
you
is
just
out there.
fucking break the wall, and then if it's not after the first one, you just go to the other side. But like, you also just know that it's open.
Yeah, it's like it's just something to be paying attention to when you see the bastion. Is like looking at where you can exit it from. Yes, like it's different in each bastion because like especially in Stable's Gap, like depending on which direction you want to go, it's very different. In housing particularly, you very much want to pay attention to the back of it. Our hotbar is like very like unutilized, I would say.
I wouldn't say very. I think it's definitely unutilized just because we have like really three slots that are just kind of like, what are we doing with it? Which I
But
guess is a
also the
third of the
offhand
fucking
is
hot
empty.
bar. Yeah.
Yeah, like the planks, the arrows, empty, so on. No, food in offhand or something. Like,
Oh, we see both spawners. I don't know if you caught
I
that,
feel like,
Mauvu, but it's up here.
yeah. I feel like I dynamic here. Maybe that's
No,
not
not in
ranked,
ranked.
but
Not in ranked. Because this is
it's like lava lake, though, and
no,
you
but
can easily just
it's
well,
red biome is the other thing. Like you're just gonna get a lot of magma cubes and not a lot of blazes and anything. Um, like the mob table just doesn't really work out for it. Um, that and you see both spawners. Like it'd be one thing if like you didn't see any of the spawners. Um, well, no, like you just don't do it here, in my opinion.
yeah.
Like you
I mean,
just
I
pick,
guess they are ahead as well.
yeah, you just
According to
pick
some
up
of the
this
best
one
stream.
and then rip a pearl. Like, oh, unless we're unaware. We are unaware. That's okay.
Surely we don't. Surely,
Uh-oh.
well, no.
It's fine. Oh,
Oh, uh, I mean, just
uh,
tons of mistakes we hopefully will never make again because we've experienced them, right?
I'm just,
Like,
I'm just gonna slow-mo this. Dude, it actually just disappears with the fire. That's insane. You can rip with that pearl. It's fine.
yeah, I don't like the carelessness about taking that melee here. Uh,
Wait, hold on. Have we eaten our food backwards this run as well? Yeah, we did.
um,
Okay, so generally speaking, okay, I was like Loki again is like just a really good example of this. Loki is what I call a high octane player. The more like fuel in terms of like food or like ways to get HP that he has later into the run, the more dangerous he becomes. So in this run, you had two salmon and four cod. If you had eaten two cod instead of two salmon, your like the quality of your end game would just be better because of how good salmon is compared to cod. In fact, I can show you how much better it is. Let me just pull up the chart real quick. Um, but basically, you want to be eating your like higher value food first, or sorry, second. So this chart is something that I show to everybody. Cod's down here for the intent and purpose of like this explanation. You're just going to be focusing on column E. So column E, it's 11 versus 15, right? But the big thing is the difference between like why it's 15. So this column is just this column plus this column equals column E. So not only is it like a higher food point, which means that like you just get more of your hunger bar filled up. Oops. Like more of this is filled up by cod than, or sorry, by salmon than cod. But with this as well, like your saturation, you just heal more as well. Not to mention, getting more technical into it, quick heal HP restored 6.4, which is like three and a half ish hearts versus like two ish hearts, right? Which obviously makes like the end game a lot more important. So TLDR, eat cod first, then salmon. Especially here, because you would have just healed pretty much this whole thing. You don't need to do 3. You can just do 2.
Yeah, it's like it's fine to go out 3 to like get out of the spawning area, but yeah.
Not the um, full thing.
Yeah, like bridging out 3 to like just stand on and then like doing 2 out as the actual platform.
You're just wasting a lot of blocks. Like if you expand the platform more than absolutely necessary.
Okay. I feel like we weren't prioritizing punching out that fire as much as we should have.
Well, it was also this guy. Like this guy's just
But
adding more. Like
like when it landed, we should have punched it out immediately. Like,
no, this guy.
but and then when
Oh,
these
and
two land
here.
as
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Fire's
Like
just
so
way
it's
worse
solid.
and like
Yeah,
way
it's like
easier to deal with. Because it blocks out multiple blocks, but then like if you have like one solid block, only like fucks up that block, right? But
yeah.
the light level of fire will fuck up like multiple blocks and like a what is it?
I think it's 3 range
Yeah,
and glowstone and shroom lights are 4.
yeah,
So it's lava.
yeah. Hello. Okay, I am again just a really big proponent of swords because it just saves you on overlap time. But if you're not going to use swords, at least use axes like to their fullest potential, and that is just like hit them and then do something in your inventory to like overlap the axe charging time. So like hit this guy, make wool. Hit this guy, make glowstone.
Like hit
Something
this
like
guy and
that.
like make your eyes like
Yeah, just stuff like that. Oh, you just played pool. You want to target like if they're stacked like this at all, you just hit the back guy first. So that way
I
you
mean
can
something you can
yeah.
in this specific situation, they both had shot their fireballs already, so they can't do melee damage to you. And if you stand next to a blaze, even if they don't have their melee charged up, they're still gonna try and like run into you. So you could like stand next to the front guy, like bait him a little bit forwards to then get like a normal exit and then crit him on the second one.
Because they're stupid.
Yeah, it's like very weird blaze mechanics or like entity mob mechanics. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yo, I clocked that. Hold on. What are we doing with best light skins here? Why is there a picture of Aang? That man is not light skinned. Yo, hold on. Nah, this is turning into a roast now. What the fuck is going on with all of this? What are we doing here? I'm waiting for that eye to come back. Or, like, I'm waiting for Thin again.
Oh wait, hang on. We have clouds on.
AA player, surely. What are we searching for? I'm actually confused.
I think they were going for a bow, but they didn't have enough, because they burned the crafting table. They don't have enough wood for sticks for it. Um, Oh, this is. Do we
Oh,
know
and
how
we didn't
far it is?
we still didn't get any Crossy. GG. No, you have one fire res. Also, you should be search crafting that instead of like
Okay,
flipping through.
just this is like a minor thing, but it can also mess you up there with the like inventory management there, with like sorting out the pearls. In end games, I generally like to throw out extra stacks of pearls so that when you hunger reset, you can't get your like hotbar messed up when you pick it back up again. Because like if you hunger reset and you have like two pearls left in the stack in your hotbar, oftentimes they'll get like automatically put into the like not full stack that was in your inventory, and then your hotbar gets fully shifted over like one to the left, and it's like extremely annoying to deal with.
Offhand this obsidian.
Yeah,
Like carving out and then replacing is just slow when you could just be carving out and then immediately replacing.
yeah. I'd say the one time you don't want to offhand obby is when you have 10, because if you find like a lava gap,
Oh
then you
my
could
god.
misplace.
I mean, even
Okay.
then, it's like kind of easy to do so. Like you just listen. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if you don't just hold down right click to insta place, then and you react to it, it's very consistent.
Good death reset. Oh, surely we did mention eat the fucking gapple. Nope. Just make zero that much more consistent, bro. Nice pearl. Oh, cool.
What we just scrolled.
Did
We
we?
scrolled to the
I wasn't.
yeah,
I
we
wasn't paying
scrolled.
attention. Oh nope. Show did.
Yeah, it, I don't know, but like you just shouldn't be ever thinking about using a scroll wheel in this situation. Like
Oh, but he runs out of it.
like you just hotkey to the crying obby. Like,
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
No bow. That's okay. 5. That. And then. Oh no, we killed it. Good, good, good,
That
good,
is
good,
yeah,
good.
that is a one clutch anchor because we misplaced the other. It's crazy.
Awesome. Nah, that was. I think that a lot of that was good.
Yeah, there were lots of
Uh,
strong
yeah,
points.
like I said, this was a lot of nitpicking this run. Um, but yeah, I don't think that there's any like general feedback except keep your inventory cleaner. But oh, and food management, both inventory
Yeah,
and
the
food
food
management.
management.
That's a those are my notes.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate.
Cool.